I'm bound to a lot of laws when I turn 18. I am even allowed to get married. I can pay taxes at this age, but I can't vote or I don't have a say.
The government will soon be tabling a proposal in Parliament that will lower the voting age from 21 to 18. If this proposal passes, more than half the Malaysian population will be eligible to vote in GE15. It's uncertain at this point if the proposal will pass the Dewan Rakyat, but while the politicians are busy debating the issue, I decided to ask a couple of students to share their thoughts on the matter. So the government wants to lower the voting age from 21 to 18. What are your thoughts about it?
I stand behind them and I think that it's a wise choice. As 18-year-olds, we are deemed as adults. We get tried as adults. We get to sign contracts without parents' permission. And that is why I think that we should have the capability of voting at 18 as well.
I think I'm for it, actually. I think the idea of maturity is something that's quite complex. I know a lot of 40-year-olds who don't really know much about politics as well. So I don't think that's a very good argument to use.
At age of 18, sometimes some people are very mature. Okay, they are more capable of thinking more about what our country needs and who we need right now. So I think it's okay and it's necessary to make the voting age at 18 right now.
But not everyone was on board with the proposal.
I personally would say no, because we are still kind of like pre-adults, not really that adult yet.
Right now, I don't really focus on what the government and all that they're all doing. So I'm more into my studies, so I don't really think I am capable to vote right now.
For me, not being able to vote in the last general election is quite disappointing, but it also have a good side for me. Because I know I don't have enough knowledge in which which side should I choose. So basically, if I voted like Sam, I don't know if it will be a right decision or a wrong decision.
People our age, we don't really know about politics, most of us, I would say. So if you put this level age kind of people to do this kind of thing, I think it's kind of dangerous.
Meanwhile, some students argued that the pros outweigh the cons.
I think it's important because young people, we are not just leaders of tomorrow, we are leaders of today. And it's important that we get to have a say and get to make a choice in the future of the country.
When we start to talk about politics with our parents, they'll be like, oh, you're too young, you don't need to know about this. And we've never had the incentive because it doesn't really concern me now. I can't do much about it. So maybe when I turn 21, I will get to know about it. But now, if the age is going to be lowered, maybe then we have an incentive to find out more.
Just to put things into perspective, a majority of countries around the world allow their citizens to start voting at the age of 18. And in some countries, the minimum voting age is 16 years old. While many NGOs, movement groups and experts agree that the minimum voting age should be lowered, some say the government should also pay attention to issues like automatic registration and malapportionment between and within states.
I mean, I don't think I should vote at 18 years old, but if there are some changes that they have done, then maybe they can implement it for 18 years old.
The education system should be reviewed again because, again, voting involves everyone, even from students from rural areas.
I think maybe politicians can go around universities or high schools and give students more of an insight on what politicians do and give them more of an idea on the political scenery in Malaysia right now so that 18-year-olds are more aware of what's going on and they have a better informed decision on what they can vote.
If they don't make any changes to the current system, I don't think that will be a good idea, as most of the students won't have any idea on what's currently going on in the country. And they won't be able to make a good decision, thus our country won't benefit much from it.
Pakatan Harapan will need the support of 148 MPs, otherwise known as the two-thirds majority vote, to make this change happen. Currently, the coalition only has 139 MPs, leaving the success of the proposal at the hands of the opposition.